I bet that caught your attention. And I wonder why you're still here. I'll tell you why you're still fucking here. Because it's time for... I didn't name it yet, but it's something to do with nostalgia. Remembering things I haven't forgot. Forget? Who knows? Anyway. So, I'm gonna write, like, stuff down while I play Fable and sort of come at you with a video um, of me replaying it and re-exploring. But everyone does that shit. You know what I mean? Like, everyone does that shit. They play a game, they'll just write about it, they'll make a video, and they'll do a breakdown and whatever, and I just don't want to do that. I don't think I'd be able to efficiently get videos like that out. It'd take fucking forever. It takes forever just to do one, because games aren't exactly short. So instead of that, I thought, what about a series where we go off on nostalgia? What I remember, what I don't. It might be completely incorrect. I might be remembering a completely different game. But if I edit, if I edit this right, then hopefully we'll be able to tell when I'm chatting shit or not. Cool, cool, good. That's what happens when you force burps like very quickly and another one comes. But let's go. So, Fable. What do I remember about Fable is pretty... I'll start from beginning. So, in the beginning, you start as just a young lad. It's always a young lad. There's no genders on that one, I don't believe. It's just dude. But yeah, you start as a young lad, and your dad goes, "Oh, you have to get some presents." I don't know why I'm doing an accent. I have that accent. You have to get some presents for your little sister. That's a bit chaffy version, but yeah. You have to get in, so you have to get these teddies and, well, one teddy, one chocolates, and through that, like, you see a bully kid who's bullying this little girl for a teddy. You can either help the little girl, or you can help the bully and just take a shit. There's a bloke cheating on his wife, and you can either go and tell wife or take the bribe, or you could do both, which is even more evil, which I forgot to do on my last playthrough. I did start playing it through, and I was just like, fuck that. So that bit's very clear to me. So yeah, so you go, you've got your sister, you're like, here you go, love, fucking hell, here's a teddy, here's some chocolates. It's a nice start. Then bandits come, and I'm pretty sure they stab her through eyes at some point. I'm not sure if it's like, the bandits are, or if it's later on. I think you might find out about it later on. I don't think they're just running and stab this child through eyes, but yeah, they have stabbed that child through eyes, and they've took your mum. I'm pretty sure your mum's a party. She's not part of start bit, but she is a party later on. And then this motherfucker comes, motherfucker Jones. I forgot his name, but he just comes down and he's like, "Hey boy, you wanna come with me, you prick? Or like you're gonna die because bandits took over Old Vale." So you don't really have a choice, and your kid don't really say oh, but I guess he just agrees and he goes with him. So, so he gets to Old Vale, and um, there's this bitch, this horrible bitch. She wakes her up. She's like, "We need to go to the training. We need to do the training." And she's so pushy about it. She's such a bitch. But yeah, so she like gets you out of bed, makes you go to training. "You're so lazy, you bastard." She she makes you good at training, and you kick the shit out of her in training. And she's like, "I'll get you, you bastard." And she like interferes every now and again through the game. She's not really that much of an obstacle. Eventually, you get to a coliseum, and I'll tell you in a bit. So yeah, you get called a bastard a few times by her. You have to do a couple things at your little Hogwarts school. You learn a bit of magic, you learn a bit of weaponry, and you fuck off art. And as soon as you fuck off art, that's when That's when things start to change. That's when it gets a bit better. So you go out, and that's when you can start making choices. Like, do you want to be good? Do you want to be evil? You can start taking quests. Straight away, I'm pretty sure it's like you can either help the farmer. Like this first quest, you can either help the farmer, or help the bandits who are trying to rob a farm, um, and then basically the world goes from there. And this is why I love this game, because you do what you want. Like, really, you'd have to follow the story to advance that, and get to new areas, I believe. I'm not even 100% if that's the case. But really, as soon as everywhere's open up, you can teleport everywhere. The world's open, and you can like get relationships, and there's drama. You can have kids. You can, I think you can't kick kids, but I always try to kill the kids. But you can scare the kids. Like, you can run up to them and go, "Reh," or you can fart on them, which is fine. Like any game where you can go fart on a kid's head is a 10 star out of 5. 100% you can burp in the face and fart on them, and that's just hilarious. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you don't think farting on kids is funny, you're wrong, because it were pretty funny. But yeah, there's more to it than that. So there's houses you can buy, and if you want to be a bit of an evil gimp and you want to start killing people, you can actually kill these people or unalive them. Don't say unalive, it's cringe as fuck. So you can murder these people, slow the fuck out of them, destroy them, eradicate and blow them up, and yeah, you can just buy their house and do it up and rent it out to people, keep it for yourself and have different wives in different houses. You could be like the local slut. Um, yeah, pretty fun. You have families. There's gang fights, so you can go out and middle at night, depending in which area, you'll see a group of lads with no tops on, just jogging through. You know what I mean? They're just going through it. They're having a run in that, and they go straight into like these little areas, a big circle, and you can jump in if you speak to one of the guys. He'll let you jump in for it, and there's 3 different ones or 4 different ones where you like go up and up tier wise, and it'll get harder. But to be honest, by that time you're full strength, destroyed them. It's really easy, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. Were they gambling? I think they might have been gambling. Yeah, I'm not 100% on that. I know in later games they were, but the first one, I'm not really sure. I never really gamble in games. Except for Red Dead. I think with Red Dead, like, I didn't enjoy it. So I just used to do anything other than the story. Anyway, that's off topic. Do apologise, shit. So, apart from all the side shit, we'll get back to the story. Um, you're going off, doing your thing. You keep seeing that big black man who helped you at the beginning, the cunt, and he keeps slagging you off, and then you keep seeing that girl. Turns out she's his sister, yeah. And eventually you'll get to like a werewolf village, and next to this werewolf village there's a coliseum. Now, this coliseum, depending how experienced you are and how much gear you've got and level and whatever, it's either going to be like super easy or stupid hard. Like, I remember going in as a kid and I couldn't get through it for the fucking life of it. For the life of it, it took me so many tries. I don't know if they made it easier on 360 release, because that's what I played last. But I just remember just failing and failing and failing and failing, and eventually I fucking went through it. And then she comes out, Willow, or I think that's her name, Willow, Bob? Right, we're gonna call her Will. So Will comes out to get you a slap. And basically you gotta fuck him up. You gotta have a choice, basically. Do you wanna kill her? Or do you wanna let her live? And I think, I'm not sure, I've never let her live. Not gonna lie. I don't know if she wins the tournament if you let her live, or if she just goes off and does her own thing. Maybe she helps your end. Fuck knows, but I always kill her. She just fucking annoys me. She's always there just nagging at you through the whole game. So you chop her head off, you fuck her up, you just get rid of her, fuck her, bitch. Then obviously a brother has a problem with after quite a bit of game. Um, what's left anyway. You start hearing about Jack of Blades, and I don't know if they talk about Jack of Blades from the start or if he sort of like comes in at like the last third. But I don't remember much or hearing a lot about Jack of Blades. But there's a lot of books, there's a lot of lore, there's a lot of stuff that you can dive your head into, which I haven't really seen many videos on. The actual lore of Fable would be pretty cool to have a reader. But story-wise, I don't remember Jack of Blades. I know that he was part of the Heroes Guild. I'm pretty sure it says that. But other than that, not a fucking clue. The guy basically comes out of nowhere and he's like the strongest sorcerer ever. But either way, you go through, you end up, I don't know, you just end up teleporting. And the guy who you've killed, his sister, the big black man, I'm sure. Oh, this is hard to remember this one. So I don't know if he dies because he's helping you, or it turns out he were a bastard all along. I think he were a bastard all along, and he set you up for Jack of Blades the whole last time. And the reason he took you to Honeyvale, or sorry, fucking the guild, was because Jack wanted you there. Don't know why. Not really sure. There's a part that I have definitely missed out in that story. So, your sister. There's a really cool part. I'm not sure if this is before or after, so I don't know why I'm bringing this up first. But there's a really cool part where you're in the prisons, and you've got to get out of prison. You have to do this race to get out of prison, and like if you lose, like you get locked up again, and you're actually getting older. If you check your stats, it's a year every time. And if you keep failing like I did, you can age your character something fucking fierce or an accident. But yeah, I kept kicking shit out of guards somewhere, and they kept winning fight overall. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. You find your sister in a bandit camp, basically. The dudes who obviously raided your little town, their bandit camp, I don't think it's too far from the town, Oakvale. Makes sense if you weren't. I think you go across beach or something, you get there. I'm probably wrong about that. But you go... Sorry, invisible ghost pussy just showed up. It's gone now. Fuck me. So, skipping the toilet. You go to this bandit camp, and your sister's there. And, like, that's when it gives you the flashback of what they did to her. They, like, grabbed her and just went, stabbed straight for her eyes. And then they kept your mother alive as well, for some unknown reason. Am I just making that shit up? I don't really know. 50-50. I'm pretty sure they keep your mother alive. I'm pretty sure she's a big part and then she dies later on its story. Like, I could be so wrong. I'll fact check after. That's the fun thing. Like, I could be wrong, I could be right, but it's going straight off memory. And I am actually finished this game in 8 years. So, at least. So I think I'm close enough. And that's pretty fun about it. That's what I like about it. Like I could pump like a couple of these out in a day, and it could all just be fucking complete bollocks. But going off my memory, if I remember a game, and I've got shit memory, but if I remember a game, that to me is a legendary game, and it deserves a mention. It deserves me to talk about it. When if I'm wrong about it, then I must remember a better game. That's basically the concept of the series. But so you see your mom, and your mom ends up dying. I'm pretty sure it's the black dude who saves you, who kills your mom. I'm like really sure, but it's annoying. So at end, you meet you come face to face with Jack. He's destroyed all the guild, like the whole guild's fucked. I don't think you can even use it after. I've played a couple versions of Fable though, and I know in one you can. I don't know why, but yeah, you definitely use it after. But in most versions that I've played, you can't. So I don't know if I just played a modded one or if I were on a new version, old version. Fuck knows. But I know that you can and can't. Either way, it's basically locked out. You go through, you fight him. Now this fight was a ball ache. A full ball ache. This guy could throw loads of shit at you, or he could fucking do you in. He was fucking doing his bit to just fuck you up, slap you down, and tell you you're a cunt. But you eventually beat him, like, whatever. He's a bitch. Not to me. No, he fucking. Oh, God. God, if you don't have the right items, if you haven't got the revives, if you haven't got the health, if you haven't got the resources by that point, because you're like me and you just use that shit. Because first time I played that game, I was like 8 or 9 or 10, or I was fucking young as fuck. Yeah, and I played it and I had and that guy just did me in, because you have to go through a right long path before you get to him. I don't know if there's a shop, but I don't think I had any money or else to sell for some money. But either way, like, you have to go through this long path to get to him, and you fight, and then you fucking get there, and you got no. I had no. Like, these days, I'd have fucking full revives. Every revive I can buy, I'd have bought it. But back then, did I fucking think about it? Did I fuck? So, didn't have no at all. It was fucked. So yeah, he teabagged me a few times and fucked me on my ass. But eventually, you beat him. And after you beat him, he's got a lovely jubbly sword warder. So the sword warder is, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure I can confirm it is the strongest sword in the game. Like, by a mile. I might be wrong, there might be something hidden that I haven't found, but I'm not really sure. Like, it should be the best sword in game. But the thing is, you've got a choice. Do you grab the sword and you have to stab your sister in the fucking face again? Your blind sister. Your sister is being stabbed through the face, through the eyes once, and didn't die. You have to stab her through the face again. Or do you throw it off the cliff and not get the sword? Now, this could be a moral conundrum for a lot of people. He's wrong to stab my sister. But to me, and I think I've only ever once made the opposite decision. We threw her off the cliff to see the alternate ending, because that's how many times I finished the shit. Stabbing my sister in the face to get the best sword at the end of the game, where story-wise it doesn't matter anymore. Bitch gotta die. Like, it's just so I can run about and have a power trip in a fantasy. And the fun thing about Fable is, if that's the way you like it, that's the way you want to play it. Especially Fable 1, I can't speak for 2 and 3, because honestly, I barely have any memories of them. I fucking played them, I finished them. I don't know, they just weren't for me. But with Fable 1, there's just so much variety, there's so much shit to do. And having a power trip at the end and being so fucking powerful, because you got this sick sword, and you basically leveled up to max, and you can just rob anything to sell, and that's what I did later on. So you can learn skills, and one of the skills is to rob, like stealthily. The more you level your finger, the better at robbing you'll get. And like, I used to go about robbing alt shops, like everything from a shop, which were pretty fun. And that's how I ended up making loads of money to buy houses. And then when the houses, I'd rent them. Obviously, you'd have to kill everyone to get their houses, but I owned all of Oakvale. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I have Fable on my PC anymore, um, or if I've even got my save file accessible. But if I do, we can have a look. I have not touched it in a while. In a fucking while. It's been a while, pedophile. Um, we're gonna let this load. Doo-doo-doo. I'm fucking boiling. My van is facing my door. The Avon lost chapter. Ooh, look at this. Right. Hello. 62.5 hours. The fuck? Um. And just like that, we found out that I've lost 62 hours of playtime. Oh no! Looks like I'll have to re-experience it anyway. And I don't really have much choice. So, if you like my little nostalgic trip, then I guess you're welcome. Like, comment, subscribe. What's your favourite game? What do you remember about, I guess, your favourite game? Or Fable? Oh, you know, like, just chat to me, baby. I'll talk back, probably, if I'm not busy. I'm quite a busy guy, though, so maybe you'll get me. I'm out.